David Hidalgo, and today is Palm Sunday, the 6th and final week of Lent. And today we're focusing on the 7th corporal work of mercy, bury the dead. Ubi caritas est vera, Deus ibi est, Deus ibi est. That translates to, where there is true charity, God is present. The Jews had many rules about burying the dead. In the readings for this week, we hear of some of them. In John chapter 19, verse 40, it says, "So they took the body of Jesus and bound it in a linen cloth with the spices, as is the burial custom of the Jews." The details may have changed, but customs around burying the dead are still held today. Funeral home visitations, rosaries, and funeral masses are commonplace, disrupted a little bit by COVID-19. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8 says, "But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever." Written over 2,000 years ago, this passage speaks to the importance they held then and the importance that many of us still hold today. As Catholics, we believe in valuing the human being. We value them physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We are taught that our bodies are temples of God, so take care of them. We are taught the 7 corporal works of mercy as an avenue to address the needs of our neighbors, not only physically, but emotionally, as we have heard about earlier in this series. Spiritually, we are taught the 10 Commandments and the importance of honoring our fathers and mothers. One way to honor those we love is to celebrate their life, even after the physical body is quieted. This is what funerals represent. Besides providing a time and space to process the loss, it is a time to celebrate the human being's life here on earth. James chapter 2, verse 26 tells us, "For as the body apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from works is dead." The work of burying the dead is a long-honored tradition in our faith. Today, we will hear how this ancient and honored custom of caring for the dead is carried out here in our parish by parishioners just like you and me. And now I'll turn it over to Don.
Thank you, Phyllis, so much for coming and participating in our Lenten celebration. You're our last one, Palm Sunday. We've had some amazing people talk about what they do for the parish and the community. Tell us what you do for the parish.
All right, I'm in charge of the funeral ministry. And so we put on a wonderful lunch after a mass for a parishioner who has died. And
What else?
okay, so I'll tell you some particulars. We have a volunteer group of about 30 people, and they don't all work on the day of a funeral, but some come in. There's a lot of talent involved. Okay, so some people come in and they prepare the food. So those are people who've had food experience, catering, that kind of thing, and they like that. They like to. So people volunteer for what they like and what they do best. Okay, so they come in and they prepare food, and then others come in and they set up the room. Now, I have to mention Alex Maranga, who is our maintenance man, and he's the best one we have ever had with regard to this ministry.
I agree.
Because he comes in, when we come in about 9 o'clock, all the tables and chairs are set up. Everything is beautiful. So then our committee just gets to work. So then some people like the decorating and the setting up with linens and flowers and that kind of thing. Then, as Mass is ending, the second shift comes in and they serve the food.
Right.
So we usually have a lovely pasta lunch with green salads and lots of desserts, okay, and whatever they want to drink. So my job then is to I'm there to, what I really like best is greeting and talking to the family
You
and
do a
to
good
the
job
guests.
doing that, I've seen you do it.
And I've been in this Catholic community for a long time, so I know a lot of people, and it's a lovely time when you
To
get
celebrate their lives. Yeah.
right, when you get to connect with their friends and family.
And how many years have you been doing this?
So I've only been doing it about 3 years. I did it before with Ludine Bacchetti and her husband. And we know that it started probably in the 90s when Father Shaw asked Daphne Lee to do this. Okay, so then the second shift comes in and they serve and then they have to clean up.
Right.
So the second shift, I don't know if they, they like the talking like I do, or they just like coming in the afternoon. No, maybe they're not early risers. We have about 30 volunteers, not all of them work at the same time, but so that means that we can, when I'm scheduling, then people can say no, they can't do it that day, but everybody's retired, so they can work at a moment's notice.
One of the biggest celebrations was for Dana, so let's talk about that. You were there for that one.
All right, so.
Tell me what you.
No. All right, what I remember about Dana is that there was a memorial service in the Ursuline convent, and there's a lot of Cursillo people there.
Yeah.
And so what I remember is that Sister Diane of the Ursulines said that it is our ministry to see each other out.
Right.
And so then our funeral ministry does that in a great job. And Ludine Bacchetti says, a friend of yours, if you have a friend that has died, you say to the family, what can I do to help?
Right.
And so our ministry is the answer to that question.
Now, during COVID, you're not really able to participate in this. Now, Father Shaw died during COVID. He had a funeral here. What happened after? Were you here for
Yeah,
that?
so I think, no, and I was not here, and it was really very sad that the parishioners could not turn up in great numbers
Right.
because of COVID. But it was a lovely ceremony. Everybody watched it on Zoom, and it was a beautiful tribute from the priests. The bishop and the priests did a remarkable job. And so afterward, I think they had a box lunch. That's what
Right.
they, so that's all they.
Now, once in Sonoma County, the rules get, lessened. Are you excited coming back to doing what you do?
Certainly.
Do you need more volunteers, or do you have
We
enough?
always need more volunteers just so that we'll have enough when if we have a huge funeral, then we've got to.
So if someone feels the need, they can reach you through Resurrection.
Right.
Well, we are so happy that you were able to give us a few minutes of your time, and you're one of our favorite people. And have a great day.
Thank you.